All right, hello everyone, welcome back to the 5USC26 Cup. We are back with some more Major League action. I am blessed in the casting booth. Joining me is, I believe both Anomaly and Macchiato. Hello there, how are
Yes,
you
it
doing?
is both of us.
Hello.
Doing
Hello,
good.
hello.
How are we? It's a good afternoon for us, maybe a good evening for some of y'all. How are y'all doing?
Well, we're seeing bans already. Michigan's gonna early ban Hard Rock 2 for their first ban.
Yep, and waiting for the two bans from Arizona. So today on the A stream we have Michigan versus Arizona. Michigan being a quite strong gimmick-oriented team, of course, having both Twisty and Atara as a couple of their star players, joined by Memesical. Atara being a hidden specialist for the five-digit World Cup, on the B team, winning minor league actually just a few months ago. And then, of course, Twisty, very strong all-rounder, strong RTT player, known to be an all-rounder, but actually really strong on the gimmicks as well. So, of course, this Hidden 2 Easy 1 ban making a lot of sense from Arizona, of course. Arizona being a team basically with 5 mechanics player and 1 gimmick player. The Hard Rock 2 and DT2 bans making a lot of sense from Michigan as well. Atara famously not really a big enjoyer of the precision picks. I mean, he does enjoy the Hard Rock modification, but the precision skill set in particular, not exactly his forte. So no surprises in these bans here, and we do see a quick No-Mod 3 pick coming out from Michigan.
Oh, yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, we're moving through this really quick so far.
Yeah, the Hard Rock 2 ban isn't that surprising. Arizona did perform better than Michigan on both Hard Rock on qualifiers, and the ban rate for Hard Rock 2 on this round has been insane. It's been banned on
That's true
almost
now that
every
you
map.
mention it. I've seen probably that ban more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
could
the-
give my thoughts on it, but I should.
I think it's a combination of precision plus the weird altiness of the map. And lots of lower seeds banning out just the higher skill cap maps against the higher seeds. We see a lot of Hidden 2 bans as well as Easy 1 bans from the lower seeds, where the higher seeds are banning stuff like the Nomad 1, the Nomad 2, the DT1. Typically the more farmable skill sets in the pool. And overall, this pool is pretty friendly to the farm players, the not so serious tournament players. The maps in general do lean on the simple side, especially compared to last year's 5USC around a 32 pool, where we had a good handful of pretty complex maps all across the entire pool. But this year, a good bit simpler.
I'm gonna be real, I do not remember last year's pool.
Well, just for some, do you remember the Slam Jam?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was a
Yeah,
banger though.
we had a Slam
it
Jam,
did
Hard Rock
not
1.
belong in a round of 32 pool though.
Yeah. So we had Slam Jam, Hard Rock 1, and then the hidden one was also some Flowtech hidden. And then we had Wednesday, Campanella, Ikkyu-san, and Hard Rock 2. So that was quite the complex pool.
Okay, yeah, no, I do remember it now. And low key, that was a more fun pool.
I think we're getting into the map
there's
now.
good arguments, but
Polar
yes.
moved into the right slot, so we can start. Players are saying good luck.
We are getting into the map soon.
I was saying this on the last stream I just did, but all the maps in this pool are so short. Like,
They are really short.
Yeah.
this is 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes. And that's not even uncommon. Like, that's kind of the norm for the maps in this pool, so...
Yeah, I do wonder what the average drain time is. I don't think I've actually looked at that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like within the low 2-minute range, because we do have a lot of maps that are just 2 minutes flat.
Yeah, it's like mid 2 minutes. The longest maps are
Hidden 2 and Hard Rock 2.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah,
this
and then, of
map,
course, there's
they're banned
Tiebreaker.
out. Yeah, tiebreaker, of course.
Yeah. So that means we're just left with a bunch of short maps. I believe the longest remaining map would either be Hard Rock 1 or Force Mod 1, clocking in at just around 3 minutes, but we are into the action here. Atara gonna be the first to break on the side of Michigan, but we've already seen 2 breaks on the side of Arizona, both Polar and NCL Bop going down. So it's just their main carry, Zeke 07, on the lone remaining FC up against Silboy and Memesical.
NCL's going to find another break there. Unfortunately, going right into the Ki. Not looking the most comfortable on this. And Zeke's going to go down as well, so there's no FCs left for Arizona, but Memesicle is FCing on the side of Michigan.
Yeah, the smallest bit of respite in the fact that Soboy did drop his FC in that Ki, but yeah, Memesicle still holding on comfortably. And Atara also on a decent recovery. Does mean that this score lead is going to continue pushing towards and past the 300k mark.
Yeah, even if Memesicle goes down, Atara now has a higher combo than anyone on Arizona, so it would be hard for them to bring this one back. We already see a 400,000 point lead.
Yeah,
they would need
there's
something like a
almost
three-way
quarter
reset
left
here.
of the net. Yeah. I don't even think that would be enough, right? Maybe if they hold for the rest of the net. There's still a Ki left.
Yeah, but at the same time, the score gap is 500k now, and that door is quickly closing shut, especially with Zeke dropping his recover as well as NCL Bop. Yeah, and this is looking to be a strong first point for Michigan. Memesicle just looking really comfortable on the ult, and Atara also a pretty good ult player in his own right. Unfortunately, Memesicle going to be dropping the FC, so not completing that, but more than enough work to take this point quite comfortably.
Michigan's also showing their consistency here. That's a decent sign for the rest of the match.
Yep, no individual scores beneath 500k, and yeah, as indicated by their high seeding in Major League, they are the 8th seed, just barely making that top 8 over Indiana. So they are going to be quite well-rounded on basically any map you throw at them.
I wonder what Arizona's strategy is going to be here.
Yeah, I mean, they are a gimmick team, or they are a mechanics team going into what is definitely a gimmick slanted team, especially with that #1 hidden 2 score, 2.5 million, almost 2.6 million team score actually in qualifiers. And also accompanied by some strong Nomad 3, Nomad 4 scores, but
even then,
yeah,
I wouldn't say you can find a weak point for Michigan on mechanics. They're still really strong on them.
On a lot of the low SR maps, it's going to come down to like consistency. What maps does your team think they have a higher chance of FCing? If you've practiced a lot of the maps, you think that you have a really good shot at high scoring one of the mechanics maps. Sometimes that little bit of extra consistency is what's going to break the point. So
yeah, we have seen that already in one of our earlier matches today, and also just in general throughout the weekend, where it kind of is just FC or die, especially more so in the Major League than in the Minor League. Yeah, definitely wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying there. And this Nomad 5 pick making a lot of sense for Arizona. They are a team of mechanics players, 5 mechanics players and 1 gimmick player. And then on the other side of the lobby from Michigan, we are looking at Twisty and probably just Silboy and either Papa Flame or Memesicle for the third. Not too familiar with Memesicle's game on the tapping, but it seems like he will be coming in with Twisty and Silboy.
We'll definitely see Zeke in for Arizona still.
Yeah, I would definitely expect to see him in there.
Or not?
As, he is in the lobby, just on the wrong side of it. I believe the players are just taking a little time to shuffle around, and then
looks like
looking at the other players for Arizona, they do have Burning Flare. Burning Flare definitely has a bit more of a tapping slant to his mechanical skills, and Polar as well, pretty good at the tapping maps. So no real surprise to see them in here, and we are going to be getting into things. Arizona looking to take a point of their own in response to Michigan's strong start, as I believe the overlay also needs a little update to reflect that.
Oh, you are correct.
I think Bancho is doing Bancho things. Or maybe Discord is just shitting itself.
It looks fine on my end,
I think.
so.
Yeah, so I think Discord is just shitting itself for us, but we can still kind of make out what's going on. Looks like Burning Flare and Polo, the first two to find a couple of early breaks, and that will give it actually a surprisingly significant lead over to Michigan, already at 150k and counting. And Zeke the only one to hold a combo on the side of Arizona versus the triple FC of Michigan.
It's another short map, so we're already a third of the way through. Those breaks are actually going to add up quite a bit.
Really short map, yeah, especially with Michigan still holding 3-way FCs with solid AC compared to Arizona. Polar is holding pretty good accuracy, but he seems to be struggling a lot with the combo.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan not exactly a tapping demon per se, but still 11th or still 8th seed for a reason, and they're showing that as Burning Flare finding another set of misses on the aim. They're going down, and I think this is just gonna end up in a quick break point.
Yeah, looks like it.
In favor of Michigan.
And I mean, the maps are easy enough right now that you don't need to be a crazy tapping demon to get good scores on this.
Exactly. Like we've definitely seen some really incredible accuracies from certain players throughout the weekend. Some
That's true.
98s, some 99s even. None of those in this lobby, but enough is enough as long as you have enough to defeat your opponent. That's all you really need in a tournament setting, and Michigan do have enough.
Yeah. Starting off 2-0 for Michigan here.
There we go. The UI going to be updating with 2 stars to Michigan. And I do think they just sort of go down the list of gimmicky maps in this pool. Of course, this pool being quite aim heavy and very much so on the simple side. There's only so many gimmick maps you can really go into, but there is the Flex one. There's still the Nomad 4. I guess there's the DT3, although I think some of the players on Michigan might not be so high AR inclined.
The problem with the DT3 is the 10.2 AR, yeah.
Mechanics. Yeah, that might be leaning a bit too much into the mechanics of Arizona. And as indicated, especially by the Hard Rock 2 ban, but perhaps surprisingly enough, the DT1 this week is once again some awkward aim, so maybe that will favor them a little bit.
There's also the Hard Rock 1, which is like an old style map, which gimmick players tend to be pretty comfortable on that type of mapping, at least.
Yeah, just some linear wide-angle aim and some bursts as well. Some hybrid, actually, as they would call it. But it is a Nomad 4. No real surprises on this one. I mean, it's the natural follow-up after such a dominant start on the Nomad 3, and especially when you're just looking what gimmick options are available to you in this pool. It really just is this Nomad 4, and on that note, it actually looks like potentially the Hard Rock 2 ban might be biting the Michigan side a little bit in the butt, as although Arizona has did seed higher than them in the qualifiers, that was a very different flavor of Hard Rock 2. That was very much so aim consistency focused, whereas this one, it has some sliders, it has some awkward linear aim and flow alt as well. And we've actually seen quite a bit of seed upsets in this particular slot, thanks to the stats not really telling the whole story, namely Wisconsin seed 29 earlier, upsetting seed 4 of North California on this slot.
That's certainly true, but when you're like, what maps do you realistically ban here as Michigan? I think Hard Rock 2 probably makes the most sense just from that standpoint.
I would think something overall, like a Nomad 1 makes sense.
That could also do, yeah.
And if you do really want to ban Hard Rock, I think the Hard Rock 1 makes a little bit more sense. As yes, it is kind of awkward in the sense of its older style, but it is still aim.
Right. Okay, I can see it.
Whereas the Hard Rock 2 is a bit more gimmicky. But we do have the players in the lobby. Going to be the same trio of Soulboy, Memesicle, and Atara that we saw on the Nomad 3. And on the side of Arizona, Zeke is going to be continuing his Perma lobby. accompanied by NCO Bop and Takura this time, a 70k tech specialist. She's quite good on the tech, really good skill cap, but we'll see just how good her consistency is on the low SR. As we are quickly getting into the build-up, the short intro build-up, and right into the meat and potatoes of the first TI. Couple reading tricks, not really catching anyone off yet, and actually Takura will be the first to break there. All 5 other combos still holding, and we've actually seen this pattern a lot where one player, especially in the Major League, one player will break in the first TI in the first half of the map, and then everyone else just holds, but we are not seeing that actually as lots of misses coming out. Yeah, Silboy, Atara, and also
Zeke traded
both going down, but traded by Zeke. So it's just NCL Bob and Memesicle in the 1v1,
and right
but
as you say that, NCL Bob just went down.
Yeah, unlucky going into the break. And this small lead will start to balloon as we go into a bit of a slow section. Some free combo from Michigan to grow their score lead.
It's not too long until it picks back up, though.
Yeah, and we are seeing already a little bit of a longer Axel stream. And here we go into the reverse sliders. Some slower, some faster, some at some awkward angles. Still mixing in the normal mech tech awkward bursts. Not gonna be catching anyone though, but this is only good news for Michigan. Is if all the players keep holding, then only Michigan is to benefit here.
Silboy did find a break in there, but Memesicle's still on that FC.
Yeah, and especially supported by Atara here. This is quickly getting very out of hand for Arizona.
Arizona just lost their biggest combo on Takura.
Takura missed.
Another miss from Memesicle at the end means no FC once again. But still a great score nonetheless.
That is a fantastic score with that ACK as well, yeah.
Yep, not seeing a lot of FCs in this lobby so far, but 10 100s is definitely nothing to scoff at, and neither is the 5 100s from Atara, or even the 3 100s from Zeke, excuse me.
Look at it. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Just a couple unfortunate breaks. Looks like a miss and a slider break.
Yeah,
are going to be costing him a lot of score on that one. Quite unfortunate for him.
Well, Arizona gets a chance here to pick another map that they're maybe a little more comfortable on. Hopefully not repeating their mistake from earlier with another mispick, but I don't know, it's hard. They're Michigan's such a strong team, it's just hard to pick into them at all.
Yeah. If I had to guess, though, maybe something like DT3 or Nomad 2.
I mean, after losing the Nomad 5, I feel like you do want to go into something different. And the one skill set that hasn't really been picked into yet is just the raw aim. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something like one of the ones, a Nomad 1, Hidden 1, Hard Rock 1, Force Mod 1, maybe even a DT1, although that one is a little bit on the awkward side. So probably just like a Nomad 1 or a Force Mod 1, but no, it's actually going to be DT1, and Zeke is making me eat my words.
Yeah, that was happening to me so often in the last stream I did. I couldn't get anything right for the life of me, but I mean, this map's pretty standard DT1, maybe a little more awkward than you're used to. And the AR is, I think it's only AR10.
It is not even AR10.
It's not even AR10, my bad, it's 9.7.
Yeah, the base AR8 gonna be 9.7 with the DT.
Okay, so it's not quite a normal DT1, but it is like, it is just aim central, like.
It is a lot of aim. I'd say it's pretty standard for tournament players, but it's definitely not the kind of map that you would see back in like 2017, and they're saying, hey, go farm this map for some free PP.
Right.
It's not quite like a Koi Gokoro. It's definitely has some twists and some flavor to it.
I miss the days when DT1 was 10.3.
Me too, man. Me too. But we are just going to be seeing some familiar faces in the lobby for Arizona. Zeke, of course, continuing the Purple lobby, this time accompanied by NCO Bop and Burning Flare.
Familiar
surprised to see Burning Flare here.
As well.
Yeah, Burning Flare Actually, a little bit surprised to see Atara, as he is known to be a bit of an aim hater. He does like to tell me a lot that he has really good pattern processing, but then his aim is just unironically 6-digit level, according to him. So could easily see Papa Flame in for this one, but no, it seems like he will be in here. Maybe some of that reading can be helping out processing the awkward aim patterns. And accompanying him will be Silboy and Twist. Actually, no Memesicle either. A little bit of a surprise. But yeah, we are getting into things. Arizona picking into the aim, looking for a classic old-time low seed strategy, and testing, seeing if it works out. But yeah, you can see already just from the intro some awkward aim patterns and some linears. And this is basically what we're going to be looking at for the next 2.5 minutes or so.
Yeah, it doesn't switch up too much from here. You're just gonna see more spacing on the jumps during the Ki, but that's about it.
Yep. And speaking of Ki's, here we are into the first one. All players holding pretty comfortable so far, but we'll see how long that lasts for. Small lead, mostly from accuracy on the side of Michigan, just hanging around 40k, but of course that can all change in an instant with a miss from Polar. And that will be the action that starts to tip the scales once again away from Arizona and in the favor of Michigan. That score lead has already climbed up to about 100k.
Yeah, half the map is left still, though, so there's plenty of time for Michigan to slip up, and there goes Twisty, so Arizona's still in this. Twisty finding another break there. Oh, no, but...
That's by Z.
And Polar. Only one
Polar.
combo left on Arizona. At least it's an FC, though.
Yeah, they're going to be needing one of Atara or Silboy to break, though, still. As this one combo has no backing combos to it at the moment. It's just Burning Flare standing alone, and there he goes. Just a little bit of an under aim on the awkward angle. Cashing out, and I do believe that is a 4th point secured for Michigan. There's not much left to do.
Yeah, there's just no combo on Arizona, so even if Michigan misses here, which Silboy does, it's just the score lead is too big. There's no overcoming that at this point.
Yeah, this is already 500k and counting, and Michigan looking to take things quickly through this match, and actually it's going to be Atara kind of stuffing my own words in my face, as he will be the lone FC going into the ending of this map, saying, hey, you know what, Bless, I can aim.
Yeah, FC
and,
you said? FC you said?
That's just as I'm talking about that. He's going to have some words for me later in the DMs, but that is A-okay.
600k lead for Michigan. Puts them on match point, and they get to pick the next map.
That they do. They are the first to match point, trying to make a little speed run out of this match. And we'll see just how they try to close things out.
What do you think they pick here? I could see
Do you think it's a little weird because there's so much aim left in the pool? Maybe you just go for a DT3, but I'm not sure, again, how comfortable they are on the high AR.
Yeah. What do you think about something like the Flex is still up?
Yeah, the Flex is another one of those aim maps, just like the Hardock one and the Nomad one, so it is pretty difficult, but yeah.
I'd say the Flex it's a good pick, because it's really hard to act, and it really is just FC or die on it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see that one come out at all. But the DT3 could also be good.
It's gonna be the hidden one.
Okay.
I think this does kind of play into their strength as the team. You know, they are a bit of a gimmick-killed team, especially with the high seedings on the hidden one and hidden two. So if they are forced to take their pick of the litter of the mechanics maps, it does kind of just make the most sense to pick the hidden one, especially considering how the Force Mod one is a little bit hard rock favored by some accounts. You know, the Air 9 plus the 230 BPM gonna mean it's pretty dense for the hidden players, and also CS 3.8 for the Hard Rock players means that it can be quite easy to aim, not even being CS5 after Hard Rock, and then of course the BPM actually helping the Hard Rock players in making sure that it's not too low of a density. There's actual objects on the screen as reference points to use for your reading, but that is neither here nor there. We are getting ready for this hidden one in just a moment.
Arizona looks confident. Zeke's saying all of Arizona are hidden players. Is that true?
That is absolutely true.
That is
Yes.
That's what the streets are saying.
definitely not true.
No, that's what the streets are saying. You just gotta go with it sometimes.
I think there is exactly one hidden player on this Arizona roster, and we should be seeing them enter the lobby in just a second. I believe that's Mr. No Life.
I see Zico7, NCL Bop, and Polar, all 3 goated hidden players.
Famously known for hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Zeke can definitely play the hidden. He is a pretty decent
that is
all-rounder,
true.
just more the mechanics slant to his gameplay, but interesting to see both Polar and NCL Bop. I really would expect to see Mr. No Life in for
NCL
this
Bop
one.
just
As a,
left? Wait. Are they
Okay.
in the wrong slot or like what? Because they're saying good luck. Wait, I think... Wait, what just happened? Did he just move to a different slot? Because he's still in the lobby.
I
Okay,
think
yeah, he's
did
back.
move. Okay, so there
Yeah,
they are.
Never mind. It will be NCL Bop.
Okay, and Mr. No Life perhaps not present for the match today, unfortunately for them, and we do have the GL chefs coming in the chat.
Here we go.
But yeah, for Michigan, just their standard roster of Atara, Musical, Twisty. No Soulboy for this one. Atara takes up the mantle again for some aim. Maybe they do want to give him a little practice on playing aim in match. Only so many opportunities to gain that kind of experience, and it's a pretty safe bet to try and do that against the low seeds. Early miss from NCL Bot, probably not going to be counting for much here as it's incredibly early days.
Left.
Yeah.
Atara's going to trade it anyways, so... Only 2 combos
some of
for
those
each team
wide
going
angles.
into the Ki. Atara found another break there. So did NCL Bop.
Ooh, Twisty and Zeke. Oh, Memesicle as well.
It's actually almost a full
Polar
reset.
holding gifts. Oh,
Yeah,
It's a whole lot.
Yeah,
reset,
everyone
actually.
just reset. Wow. So what is the score lead? Just Ack alone on the side of Michigan, making up 70,000?
I believe so, as that's Memesicle and Twisty both hanging just under 99% accuracy. Meanwhile, Polar all the way down in the dumps at 95, and Zeke and NCO Bot both hanging around 97 as well. That does seem to check out. Don't do math on stream, but the general sense of the numbers does seem to make sense.
Yeah, half of the map left though, and with none of the players looking too consistent, there is just an angle for Arizona to combo game the rest of the map and maybe pull it back. It might be a little bit of a long shot, but we'll have to see because it's the last chance they got in the match.
Yeah, I mean, they do need to pray for a break, and a break soon. But it is just not coming. Michigan is holding on steady. To be fair, so are Arizona, but it's just not enough. They need something more at this point, and
We have the
that
last
window for
PR.
something more to actually impact the results is quickly closing. We do have some opportunities for breaks in this Ki.
Twisty goes down. It's
And there
not
goes
going to be
Twisty.
enough.
Okay. Oh, well, Polar also went down.
Oh, yeah. That'll all but seal the
Yeah.
deal for Michigan here.
Yeah, there's no map left, even if all of Michigan just stops playing. I don't think they can bring it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the score lead just a little too big. The accuracy and Polar's drop, unfortunate combo break, going to be contributing to that. But that is going to be a very swift 5-0, 5 short maps in quick succession fired off. And all 5 points going to Michigan as they do advance in the upper bracket to the round of 16. Arizona going to be getting smacked down into that lower bracket for a little losers bracket run.
Yeah, they honestly almost brought it back with the hidden at the end there. They put up some decent scores, but Michigan was playing really well today. It's a hard team to beat in that condition, so you got to give it to them.
Yep, just a little unfortunate for them. That will be all from us. We do have some more matches coming up in around 15 minutes, so don't go too far. We have Kentucky A versus South Carolina A on, I believe that should be moved to the A stream once we're done here at 23 UTC, and then a minor league match, Texas B versus Indiana B, also at 23 UTC, and then we have another set of matches coming from 0 UTC and onwards, so make sure you stick around for those. We still got lots more action coming your way tonight for the 5UG United States Cup. So yeah, don't be too far, don't be long, but for now, that is all from us. Any final closing words?
No, just thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the match. Look forward to seeing all of you in future streams.
Yep, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't go too far. Bye-bye.
We'll see you.